What's up, horror fam? Welcome to HHN 365. My name is Duff and I'm joined in spirit by my co-host Mike and our producer Nico. Just wanted to quickly jump on here before we showed off the awesome footage we got at HHN 30's opening night to tell you why we've decided to branch out to YouTube. You may have already heard us on our podcast, HHN 365, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast, or even seen us on our social media. But we've always wanted to branch out to video creation, specifically here on YouTube. It's something we've been planning on since the inception of HHN 365. And what a better time to start that than HHN 30. And actually, we're going to start showing you to that right now. We were lucky enough to be invited out to HHN 30's opening night media event. Unfortunately, I was the only one of the three of us able to make it, so my face is all you're going to get. You'll see Mike and Nico in later videos, of course. We were lucky enough to start off at Cabana Bay, get a preview of Jacked Up Experience, which I didn't put any in this video. That's all on our Instagram. I will tell you, it was a really fun experience. It's worth checking out, especially if you're staying at Cabana Bay. Yeah, there's no reason to skip it at that point. We're going to pick up after we get to Universal Studios Florida. I'm going to take you not only around and share my experiences, but we're going to show some of the best of clips within the houses that we were lucky enough to be able to record. So if you are not looking for spoilers at this moment of the houses, you're going to want to exit off this video because we're going to have them for each and every house. Other than that, I think that's about all I have to say, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you consider subscribing. Here's HHN 30's opening night. Straight from Cabana Bay, we get shuttled over to Universal Studios Florida, right over here, the horror makeup show lobby. And I mean, they got a lot of stuff for us. Food, drink. I'm excited to dig in, try it out, kind of talk about it. I'm really excited for this, and then to see what they bring up on this stage here behind me.
To meet back up with them at a certain time and place, and if you're not there on time, your group may unfortunately leave without you. So just make sure you're mindful of the time for everyone in your group. But most importantly, have fun, everyone! We're so excited to have you here! And don't be shy to ask your guide any questions, as they're a wealth of information about the... Okay. Everyone just remain seated. I promise we're not in a scare zone. Yes, everyone just... Are you ready for blood?
All right, so we just got out of the horror makeup show, and I mean, you saw the clips. Jack Eddy came out, phenomenal. Thank you, Universal, for making that happen. That was really cool. We are heading to Case Files next, and you know, near the top of my hype list, so I'm excited for this.
For gumshoe when the city two heartbeats from going belly up. There's some money public show. Due to the previous night's bench. Well, who did you climb out of? You brought the ugly? I'm bringing the lead. Always had a soft spot for the kid. Good quarter. Wonder why there's no gorilla working the door.
Roll a wrist. Get in here. Dance with me.
This city is lousy with temptation. My weapon, you darling. Yeah, Carver, collectible. Go on, darling. Eat well.
All right, so I just got out of Case Files Unearthed, Legendary Truth. Loved it. Loved it. I'd say off rip, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. My favorite part is getting that like park lore, you know, not just HHN lore, but we got to go underground and then up through the Kitty Cat Club. So it's exciting. I can't wait to get some more run-throughs on that. All right, in the Bride of Frankenstein Lives. We already know how I feel about this house. I'm excited to see it again a year later. Maybe some plussing up, we'll see.
Would it be the blood?
You mustn't disturb the master! You mustn't disturb!
No! Blood is life!
Bacon!
So the king... to keep the decay from taking over.
All right, just finished Bride. Better than last year. A few more scares, it felt. Some boo holes were actually closed up from last year. But a little more intense. It was nice going through and it was night. And less vinyl than there was plexi, so that's a win.
The next house we're going to be going into is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Who hasn't seen this movie? Except that guy. Everybody else? Okay, cool. So of course you know about the Sawyer family that owns the We Slaughter barbecue / gas station, and a group of 5 teenagers heading on the way to see a couple of siblings visit their grandfather's graves, right? They stop at that gas station, they run out of gas eventually, and they end up in the Sawyer family home where they are tortured, thrown up on meat hooks, and absolutely mutilated, chopped up into pieces for the next thing on the menu at the We Slaughter Sawyer family barbecue. Are you guys ready to get in this house?
Yeah.
A few things to keep in mind now that you've of course said that you've seen the movie, that this house was a house in 2016 in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at this event. Although what's changed is in this house, you're going to be walking through the opposite door on the hallway. You're going to be walking through doors that you didn't walk through last time. From the perspective of the movie, they've never even been through those doors. And you guys are going to be heading right through them, going into the gas station, into their house, and hopefully not into their stomachs. Right? You guys ready?
Alright, just got out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Blows 26 out of the water, beats 17. The sets are beautiful. There's some really effective scares. I'm not a big proponent of chainsaws and houses, but I think they made it work really well. So phenomenal. Well done. I'd say at least an 8 out of 10. I'll need to get some more run-throughs to really find out.
Now you guessed it, we've got another house to go into, but this one's not a house, and in fact, it is a mansion. A mansion that is home to the Westthorn family in Revenge of the Tooth Fairy. Yeah. Got you there, didn't I? Now, in this house, you're meeting young James Westthorn, where he does not want to give up his tooth. Now, James has all the money in the world, has all the treats and snacks that his chef can make him, so the only thing he doesn't have is a milk tooth, which is what they've decided as a pact between tooth fairies and the humans, that they will give up their baby teeth in order for safety from the fairy-like folk. Now, of course, James does not want to listen to his nanny Bridget and holds on to his tooth, and not only does he now speak for himself, but he speaks on behalf of the entire Westthorn family and staff. Now you'll see what happens when you don't put your tooth under a pillow. Now, what I think is cool about this house in particular is that when you're walking into the facade, it is a pop-up book. You're walking into this story quite literally. And last but not least, that the abbreviation for this house is ROT. And I think that's pretty funny for a house filled with teeth. Or maybe a lack of. Are you guys ready to go inside?
Yeah.
One night, the tooth fairy appeared in the bedroom of young James Westthorn, who recently lost his first tooth. But when it neared the bed, the child in it jumped up and shouted,
No, this is my tooth. It belongs to me. You can't have it.
You mustn't upset the fairy folk, Master James.
pleaded the child's nanny.
The fairy folk aren't kind, nor forgiving.
But spoiled James just shook his head.
So what if they are? They can't have it, and nothing to change my mind.
But they'll hurt us and take you away. You'll be doomed to live forever as a cursed monster.
I don't care, and I don't believe you. I don't believe in fairies.
One night, a tooth fairy appeared in the bedroom of young James Westthorn, who recently lost his first tooth. But when he neared the bed, the child in it jumped up and shouted, The fairies ventured down the hall and killed the fairies. The fairies then visited the grotto and restrictive already. He did not want to now stop, cease.
He used to be powerful, more powerful than all the other icons. But now he is on the same level. And he is now a landlord, a gatekeeper for the lantern that he holds, right? Now all these icons, the director, the usher, Chance, Jack, Eddie, the storyteller, you're gonna see them in their own evil personalities, in their own natural habitat. They reside now in the lantern, but they're actually making this so much their home that you feel like you really are stepping into their realm. Now, if you guys give me a chance, I can usher you right this way. And if you're lucky, I guess you guys will see who reigns supreme on the throne at the end. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's head on in.
Caretaker is here, and your time has come. This person has
Gentlemen, step right up and see Jackson.
All right, so since I've talked to you, we've done Tooth Fairy and Icons. Really quick for Tooth Fairy, actually much improved. I thought it knocked it up quite a good bit. Icons, holy shit. My king was king. And Storyteller Redemption. We'll talk about it more in detail later, but holy shit. Fan service in the best way possible. What a fucking house.
With every exorcism, you just can't beat that. Hey, look at that, we even shop at the same store. Oh, babe. I've never looked better. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm feeling the love all the way up here, baby.
Don't even say his name. You do not want his help. Myself.
Strange and unusual.
let's get down to business. I got a cartoon sword. We'll have to kill him. Hey, you bunch of losers! You're working with a professional here.
Anxious.
What are we gonna do? You? What do you think? We've come for your daughter, Chuck. That's a fast round boy. We're gonna have some Not so fast, round boy. We're gonna have some laughs.
I love that man of mine.
Right behind us, and that's going to be The Haunting of Hill House. Based off the 2018 Netflix series, you're going to be following a family with parents that enjoy flipping houses. Although they are warned by not getting this house, they do anyways, with the locals knowing it as Hell House. We're going to be stepping into Hill House. Has anyone not seen this series? Okay, beautiful. You're going to be walking into an enormous facade, one of the biggest that we've ever created in this specific parade building. Now, you're going to be walking in when you are pretty much watching or listening to kids sitting in the car saying, "That looks like Mom, that looks like Abigail," and then you step right into the house. Are you guys ready to go in? Beautiful. Just keep it in mind, if you do go in, you'll never leave. What is happening? Where's Mom?
That's not Mom. Stay away from the window.
He wants to take them away from you. She lies. Just a moment. He wants to take them away from you. There will be no more pains.
What's wrong with her? It's okay. She's having a nightmare, but she's going to wake
It's like a blister. Will you lose your mind?
Like your mother.
All right, just got out of Hill House. Not as good as I was hoping for. Not the best run either. Timing was off for me. But I think they took a lot of angles that I appreciate. Some scenes that I didn't necessarily know that they or think they'd be willing to include that they did. And Tall Man was badass. So another house where I'm just gonna need more runs, I think, and then I could judge it fairly. All right, so we have 3 houses left, all the tent houses. So that means we got 7 down, and really great event so far. Lineup's really strong. There's a few disappointments, but that's more of a personal hype thing. But overall, really strong lineup. Just taking a quick break, grabbing some drinks again, and we're gonna get back to it. Almost wrapping up here. Not getting any scare zone stuff tonight, so hold on that. Try day 2. But yeah, we're almost there.
The Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin. Now, this house will have you wrapped up by its vines, bend you to its will, and have you screaming Pumpkin Lord all night. This one's the Wicked Growth, Realm of the Pumpkin. Now we are stepping into a house where witches are resurrecting the Pumpkin Lord. Because turns out, Halloween is not something just celebrated, but grown by the Pumpkin Lord himself. So we have these witches and goblins that are taking sacrifices to be able to give towards the Pumpkin Lord to grow Halloween as it explodes all over onto the world, and as you guys continue to celebrate it, just like your traditions that you normally have, trick-or-treating, watching scary movies, going to premiere Halloween events at a theme park. Hey! All event. It was an earthquake in 1906 in San Francisco, and that's where the Grandeur Theater is. We are now in 1907, where the Pasek puppet troupe is locked inside, along with the remainder of the final show in the theater, which was the Gurian Republic Ballet. Now these guys are all trapped within this theater, and they're trying to survive, but do more than that, because their mantra is, the show must go on, and that it may. So they gather people and rip them from limb to get creative for their own gory finale. They're gonna create marionettes out of any captive audience. Now, I did have to pull a few strings to get you guys into this house, and it did cost an arm and a leg, so who's gonna give it up? Any volunteers? Nobody? All right, I guess it'll be random or by choice. You guys ready to get into these houses? Yeah. All right, let's go.
All hail the pumpkin lord was found scalded blood near the victim.
Besides, the show must go on.
Madness in great ones must not be watched. Something is wrong.
All right, just got done with Puppet Theater and then Wicked Growth. First Puppet Theater, I had it a bit lower on my hype list. Just it's not something I have a connection with, but it was beautiful. It felt a little short. It used all the senses, smell really well. There were some really unique, effective scare actor techniques in there that I enjoyed. Wicked Growth, however, oh my God. It's like if you took Scarecrow and Graveyard Games and had a baby. So, I mean, it's in contention for #1 Flycon. So we'll see a little bit later in the event what happened.
So, the last house we're going to be entering is Welcome to Scary Horror in the Heartland. Now, in this house, we are going to be revisiting all of the places that are in Cary, Ohio, that have all been based off Cary, Ohio in the event. You'll see the schoolhouse, you'll see the spawning, you'll see more than what we left it as. You're going to travel farther than just the schoolhouse, but into the schoolhouse. But this specific city would not be relevant in Halloween Horror Nights history if it wasn't for Laura Sauls. Now, Laura Sauls is one of the show directors in creative, and she is from Cary, Ohio. until 2008, there was no mention of Carrie. And they said, hey, we need a desolate, kind of far-off, quiet town to talk about. Anyone have any ideas? And Laura Souls goes, I'm from Cary, Ohio. And they're like, perfect, that works out. It's this quiet town. Of course, this is what we want. And not only did we implement it in 2008 at the schoolhouse, but her father also joined in and sat in the scare zone with Laura and just reminisced and loved every second of it just because it was based in Cary. Now, thanks to him and his love, there are 3 of his favorite songs in the house that you can look out and hear for. Now, we're gonna actually start going through this house by the best way I can get you guys in there, and that's through the sewers, actually. But it's better than nothing, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Then let's travel to Cary, Ohio. Let's go.
And HR blood and guts. And HR blood and guts. And HR blood and guts.
So welcome to Scary to finish out the night. 10th house. You know what? It's kind of been getting knocked a bit, but I think that's like a perfect compilation house and a really good way to tie in lore that we'll really enjoy. And I didn't even have a great run, to be honest. For probably the whole first half of the house, I was missing a lot of scares, and I still saw that really it's not a bad house at all. Not to say people have said it's bad, but it's been at the bottom of most people I've heard, and I don't know if that's the case for me. So I do look forward to getting another run where it's, I actually catch everything. I didn't see a single scolder, unfortunately. But yeah, I see a lot of potential in that house. All right, so as I said, we did finish all 10 houses, but we have great RIP tour guides, so we are about to go through icons one more time. And the best part is I am not going to be recording in the house, and I just get to fully take it in. So really excited for this walkthrough. Recording's cool, but I'm so excited to just not worry about the angle and the lighting and just take the house in. So, what a great house. And here I am back at our room in Aventura. Nice little view in the back. What a night. What an event HHN 30 is. The house lineup is phenomenal. Like, absolutely phenomenal. I have 2 potential top 5 all-time houses in this event, and I cannot wait to hit them. I can't even count how many more times until October 31st. And also thank you, Universal and Halloween Horror Nights, for having us out to Media Night, our little podcast and now YouTube channel. Getting to do something like this was absolutely amazing. What an experience. In this video, you notice I didn't get much Scare Zone footage. I didn't watch the shows. That's going to come for tomorrow, day 2 of Horror Nights when we drop that episode. That's going to be a little more focused on getting some Scare Zone footage and some other things. Just real brief how I kind of felt about the houses. Obviously, I said they were great. It's a fantastic lineup. My top 3 right now, I will say in no specific order, Icons, Wicked Growth, and probably Case Files. Bottom 2, I'd say Beetlejuice, and you know what, I'm gonna leave it at Beetlejuice for now. I'm not ready to say what 9 or 8 or anything would be. So Beetlejuice bottom for sure. My top 3, the top 2 are tied, and then Case Files at 3. The food and drink definitely took a step up. The Ghoul Juice is actually more like your old standard specialty drinks. They're just really sweet and sugary. But the Poison Tea Party is phenomenal. If you want to know how good I think they are, I had 4 tonight. I just couldn't stop going back. They were great. The food options, actually, the hit for me was actually the vegetarian lasagna. Definitely worth a shot. And if you're a vegetarian, phenomenal option for you. But I guess that's it for me tonight. Got to crash. We actually have Unmasking the Horror Tour, which is going to start off our next episode, leading into our second night of HHN. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you so much. If you'd consider subscribing, this is our first video. We truly, truly appreciate it. And for now, I'm out.